Watching a bonus clip of your next move. I got my man here from Chicago, James Tierney. James, talk to us about some of the parts of Chicago that they don't know that they can travel to, and out of Chicago that they can travel out of.
Sure. Well, so right here in Illinois, so we're in this where the Star is.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the Chicago Star. So we're that in the very corner, on the side just east of Illinois is Lake Michigan, right? So you can actually take a ferry and go to a couple different places. You can go a lot of So there's some things there. Chicago is easily accessible. We're like 4 hours from Detroit, 6 hours to Cleveland, 8 hours to St. Louis, and from city itself, that's about 2 hours to Milwaukee, and you can even get up to the UP. That's probably a little bit easier. It's about, I want to say it's 4 hours to get to Green Bay if you're really like a really bad football team without Aaron Rodgers.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Hey, you picked him up, man. The Jets got him.
No comment. Still too soon. Anyway, speaking of ferries, I noticed there's a ferry behind you. For the audience who don't know that we're both in Tom Ferry organization, you want to let them know who is Tom Ferry?
So Tom Ferry is the #1 real estate coach. He coaches real estate agents to be their best. It's a constant training program. I've been in coaching for 10 years. That's how we know each other. We saw each other most recently in Dallas when we travel for our work. So we get to grow and learn and meet other people, and that's part of our connection. We build those relationships so that we can help our clients beyond our capabilities locally. We can extend that service, sometimes globally.
I can't really top what you just said. I mean, that was beautiful, honestly. Minus the Aaron Rodgers thing. But anyway,
Hey, it can't be worse than some of the other Jets quarterbacks.
you know what? I try not even to talk about the Jets. It's just I don't want to dogpile on them right now. They might do well. Well, I can't tell what my
No, they
face is
won't.
doing right now. You
No, they
said it.
won't.
You said it. I didn't. I was trying to be
Remember, I'm from
positive.
Boston, so I'm a Patriots fan.
Oh, how are we still friends? I don't. Anyway, um, what else was going to ask you? We talked about food. We talked about music. We talked about a lot of things. Anything else you want to tell the audience that they might not know about Chicago? If they're considering the next move, this is the place that you need to be in. Anything you want to hidden gem that we
You
didn't
know,
discuss?
Chicago has a lot of things that New York has. It's just probably a little bit different. It's and it's if you want to be in New York, that's great. If you want something but still have some of that New York feel, come on out to Chicago. We have a lot of the same things.
You know what? Something we didn't talk about: transportation, buses, trains. What do you guys have? I know you mentioned boats.
Yep. So primarily, we've got in the city, we've got buses, and we've got the L, which is a pretty significant transportation system. Unlike New York, it's all subway. In Chicago, we call it the L because it's elevated trains.
Okay.
So, the trains are, I don't know, about 20, 30 feet up in the air, through most of the city.
All right. For a New York or anybody else who's traveling, then what should they know about before they get onto the L? What should they know about that?
Oh gosh. I mean, it's just like traveling to New York. Keep your eyes down, mind your business.
Well, as a New Yorker, I'm just saying this to everybody who comes to visit. We don't mind you visiting, but please, please, please do not walk too slow in front of a New Yorker. That drives us crazy. I'm pretty sure it's the same with Chicagoans. If you're taking pictures,
Yeah,
go to the left, go to the right, just don't stand in the middle. 'Cause we need to get
but
by.
don't stop in the middle.
Yes,
Don't
please.
just stop randomly.
Yes, don't do that. We
That's
hate that.
how to get run over.
Well, you can tell basically who's a tourist here in New York. I'm pretty sure the same thing in Chicago.
Everybody's a tourist.
All right. With that being said, anything else you want to leave the audience with?
No, hey, I'm looking forward to connecting to anybody who's interested in learning more about the city or the suburbs. There's a lot of land here. So when you think of Chicago, it's just one pinpoint, but the reality is just like New York, it's a lot area. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
All right. With that being said, you know how to reach us if you're interested. You have questions, we're here to answer them. You have scenarios, we're here to answer them. Make sure you share this with your friends, family, anybody who's thinking about possibly moving and they don't know what their next move is, or they think they know what their next move is, and they still need some more information. That's what we're here for. With that being said, I'm Evan Saint-Gerard, your realtor here in New York, Queens, Brooklyn, Long Island, the Bronx. That's me, and this is James Tiernan. And how can they reach you, James?
The best way to reach me is my phone number, 847-970-2757. That's my personal phone. I answer it as much as I can. Obviously, during this past time, I didn't answer the phone, but that's the way things work. I've got your attention, so I'm going to make sure we're going to utilize that and honor that respect. And again, let's go Cubs. Let's go make a playoff run.
I can't say anything about the Yankees right now or the Mets, so I'm not even going to bring them up. It's still too soon. Thanks for watching. We're here to be your real estate source. That's what we're here for. That's what James is here. Basically, reach out. Definitely utilize his knowledge and make your next move with us.